Hey, what up everyone? I'm Cinny Cool, and this is Gems of War. And today I want to go over 3 reasons that Arena is better than Treasure Hunt. Fight me in the comments, please. Let's go. Alright, first reason that Arena is better than Treasure Hunt. Let's go to Arena. And in this video, we're kind of comparing a turd to a turd, so don't get the idea that I think that Arena is awesome or something. I don't. We're just comparing a turd to a turd. My turd has peanuts and corn in it. Your turd has, like, worse stuff in it. So, yeah, I think that Arena is better than Treasure Hunt. Let's fight about it in the comments, please. Let's do it. Alright, Arena of Valor. So, if... The first thing I want to say is Arena is actually Gems of War. So that's the first thing that Arena has over Treasure Hunt. Arena is actually Gems of War. You use troops. These are troops from the game. They have spells from the game. And you have to match gems from the game in the same way that you would match gems anywhere else. Let me pick these real quick so we can... it doesn't really matter what I pick because I don't care. I can usually win with whatever. But, let me pick up something. Let's do this, and Zenyaao. Alright. Let's go. Alright, so you have... It's actually Gems of War. So, like, that's the main point. One of the 3 points that I wanted to get across to everybody. If you're playing Treasure Hunt, why are you playing Gems of War? Just go play something else. It doesn't have anything to do with Gems of War, except for that it gives you resources when you're done, but it gives you such a small amount. You could go anywhere else, be getting something else done at the same time, and get the same amount of resources or more. So, as you can see here, we have 4 troops. We have 4 spells. We're moving gems on the board in the exact same way that you do in the game. So if I move red, I get red. It doesn't replace with a weird bag or a weird chest or something. It actually plays exactly the same. So moving gems on the board, getting mana. Mana's going into my troops. Mana blocking. You need a tank. You need a mana generator. You need damage dealers. You have skulls. You take skulls. You do skull damage. So this is the game. This is actually Gems of War. So when you're playing Arena, you're actually getting better at the game of Gems of War. Or you're at least playing the game of Gems of War. So I might lose this battle, but I'm not even really trying here. But yeah, it's the game. It's Gems of War, so it will help you get better at the game. Treasure Hunt will not help you get better at the game. When you move the gems on the board, it's not the same. If I move this red up to this and I match red, it will all fall. 3 will fall. 3 will fall, and you can predict what will happen. If you move a bag up and match 3 bags, it's going to turn into a box, and then a box stays right here. So it's not the same. Only like 2 fall. It's completely different. So Treasure Hunt, moving the gems on the board is completely different. There's no troops. There's no spells. There's no skulls. It is not Gems of War. Just go play a different game. Go play Candy Crush, literally, if you are playing Treasure Hunt. Why are you wasting your time playing Treasure Hunt when you could go play a different game that's better? Elden Ring, EverQuest, Diablo 4, whatever new game is out there. Go play that game instead of Treasure Hunt. Because if you're playing Treasure Hunt for like a little bit of gems or whatever you're playing it for, you could go somewhere else and get way better value. You could open vault keys and get way more gems. You could have went harder in the vault and got more vault keys and then opened vault keys instead of doing the Treasure Hunt. So it's not something worth your time. Treasure Hunt is not something worth your time. Arena also is not worth your time, but at least it's Gems of War, and you can play and you can practice and you can get better at the game and stuff like that. And then that leads us into number 2, which is the rewards for Arena. I'm just getting out of there. The rewards for Arena. I wish it would show me, like, where are the rewards for this? But anyway, you do get writs for Arena. You get, like, gem keys, and then you get, like, shards, and then you get, like, writs, and then you get, like, a Chaos Orb. I think I forgot one there, but the rewards for Arena, not that they're better, but that they have something in the rewards that you can't get easier somewhere else. So, writs. Writs are something you can't get easier somewhere else. Maybe, like, if you did a bunch of Merchants and Angels, but why not do Arena and Merchants and Angels? You can get writs from both places. If you get bored of Merchants and Angels, you can switch over to Arena. And then when you get bored of Arena, you can switch back to Merchants and Angels, and you can get some writs. Writs are very hard to get. How high are your kingdom levels? What's the pain point of kingdom levels? Oh, you don't have enough books, you don't have enough stuff like that. Well, you can turn writs into deeds and deeds into books. Writs you get from Arena. Now, you don't get a lot or anything, but if we're comparing it to Treasure Hunt, well, I could say, well, what do you get from a Treasure Hunt that's so appealing? What are you getting here that's so appealing? You're going to use the argument that you don't get very many writs from Arena, right? Well, what's so appealing about Treasure Hunt? Oh, gems? Gems are appealing from Treasure Hunt? How many you get? How many you get? For each 15 minutes you play each one of these, this game that's not even Gems of War, and it's totally, like, watch this. If I match these 3 bags, it's going to turn into a box, and then they don't fall. Like, if this was a real matchup, of course we would have troops where Tiri is, right? We would have spells where Tiri is. We would have skulls on the board, so we could do skull damage to the other team. There's not even another team over there. This is not Gems of War. This is something different. Go play Diablo 4. Like, please. If you're going to take a break from Gems of War, and that's your reasoning, well, I'm tired of the game. I want to go do something relaxing and play some Treasure Hunt. Well, why don't you go play a whole different game and, like, totally take a break from Gems of War? Don't, like, go into Treasure Hunt for a break from Gems of War, because it's not worth it, and it's a crappy game. I mean, it's a little bit fun, but it's not, like, as fun as a whole nother game that's actually a game. This is just a little mini game that doesn't give you anything. It's slow, takes like 15 minutes unless you're playing them fast, and if you're playing them fast, you're getting like 1 gem for getting a battle done in like 2 minutes or something. So if your thing is, well, Arena doesn't give me enough writs, even though writs are awesome and you can only get them there's not very many places you can get writs. So the fact that there are writs in Arena is a plus, no matter how many they are. So, well, you're going to say, well, that's not enough writs. Well, I'm going to say this isn't enough gems right back at you. This isn't enough gems for what you do. For real. Like, I could try really hard, do a 15-minute battle, and get like 8 gems. I could go as fast as I can, not try, and get like 1 gem. That is not worth it. That's not worth it. It's not worth your time and effort. You're not getting any better at the game. You are wasting your time. You could, if you're taking a break from Gems of War, you could play something totally different, and you'd have the same result. If you play for 15 minutes and get 8 gems, you could go play Diablo for an hour, come back to Gems of War, take your tribute, and get like 30 gems from your tribute. That's pretty much the same thing, right? Pretty much the same thing. 32 versus 30, but you get to play a better game for an hour? Like, don't play Treasure Hunt, I swear. This is the worst thing in the entire game. I mean, I understand, like, I'm not, anybody that plays it for a little, like, they like it and they play it, like, don't take offense or anything. Like, I enjoy it occasionally as well, just to see if I can get vaults and stuff, but don't think that when you're playing Treasure Hunt that you're doing something good, though. It's like you should feel dirty for playing it, basically. So when I match these bags, it's going to turn into a box. In the real game, if I matched something, a match 3 things would disappear, and then that silver would fall all the way down to where that gold is that my circle's on. Watch. It's not the same. It makes a box. And then there's 2 silver, like the silver only fell 2 slots. So it's completely different. It's completely different. And then when you match things, if I match this right here, like, these 4 won't disappear. Only this will turn into a different thing, and only this one, and this one will disappear. So it's weird. It's weird the way it works. So nothing will fall in this case, except for right here, 1 time, this 1 time, and this 1 time. So that whole row that I matched in, nothing fell. It just changed into a box. So it's a completely different game, and I just don't like it. I just don't like it. It doesn't help you with Gems of War at all. You're going to get worse at Gems of War by playing this, because it's giving you like bad habits. You'll start playing this a bunch, and the gems don't even match the same. Nothing you do here helps you at all with gems, like the basics, the mechanics of Gems of War. Nothing. Literally nothing. Matching the gems, nothing. There's no troops, nothing. There's no storms, nothing. There's nothing. There's no traits, nothing. This helps you 0% with how good you are at Gems of War. Everything else in the game does. Everything else in the game does, including Arena. PvP, Explore, Arena, Events, Underworld. Everything else is at least similar to everything else. There's troops, there's spells, there's skulls, there's traits, there's storms, or at least there's some of that. Like in Arena, you don't have traits, you don't have storms, I know, don't put it in the comments. But at least you have troops, at least you have spells, at least there's gems that move the right way on the board. At least you could practice a little bit. They give you a totally random team, so you can't just copy paste a team in and wipe. So you actually have to practice and get good at the game. You have to actually put your troops in the right order and not mana block. And you have to actually move gems on the board and get mana in a smart way and do nice cascades and look for extra turns and stuff. You have to actually practice and get better. When you're copy pasting teams that wipe, you're not getting better at the game. When you're playing Treasure Hunt, you're not getting better at the game. If you play Arena, you can practice and get better at the game. And I know everybody hates it, but everybody hates push-ups, right? Everybody hates doing 100 layups in a row, right? Well, that's called practice. If you hate practice, you're never going to get better at the game. That's why people are so, complainy about the Epic Trials. Because guess what's the best practice for the Epic Trials? Arena. And everybody craps on Arena all the time because they don't play it. They don't practice. They don't do 100 layups. So when they get a breakaway and they got the ball and they're going for a layup, they fall on their face and they complain, they're foul. That was a foul. That was a foul, man. Because they couldn't make the layup, so they're going to blame it on something else. Oh, the team's too hard. It's too hard. The team's too hard. So, yeah. I think Treasure Hunt's a big waste of time, and the rewards suck. So 3 points. The three things that I think, 3 reasons that I think Arena is better than Treasure Hunt. Number 1, Treasure Hunt is not Gems of War. Number 1, Treasure Hunt is not Gems of War. No troops, no spells, no traits, no storms, no skulls, no nothing. Number 2, the rewards. The rewards suck. It's not worth your time. Even if they're both not worth your time. 2 things sucking and not being worth your time. Like, at least Arena has something going for it, right? So if we had to take both of those things, I would rather get rid of Treasure Hunt than get rid of Arena. Because Arena has a couple things that are actually good and can make you better at the game. Treasure Hunt does not. Number 3, you can get a unique resource in Arena. You can get writs. You can get writs in Arena. You cannot get a unique resource in Treasure Hunt. You can't. There's nothing there that's different that you can get. You can't get writs in PvP. You can't get writs in Explore. You can't get writs in the Underworld. You can't get writs in the World event. You can't get writs in the Class event. You know what I'm saying? You can get writs in the Arena. Oh yeah, the third point was Arena gives you offers where you can get even more stuff that you don't have. Like, this applies directly to your own account. It's like personal for you. At least one of these is. So I need this pet. I need this verse. This would be different for you and your account. And this is what pops up after an Arena. So that's why I'm showing it. I'm not doing an Arena and then showing an offer. This is the same thing. I get a verse, something I can't get anywhere else. I can't get that in Treasure Hunt, right? I can't get this anywhere else, basically. I can get it if I do Arena and then get the offer after. You get 3 offers a day from Arena from playing 3 arenas. Bang, I just got a verse. Bang, I just got a pet that I needed. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically the 3 things. Number 1, Treasure Hunt is not even Gems of War. And Arena actually makes you better at Gems of War. It's like practicing. It's like doing push-ups. It's like doing 100 layups. Nobody likes push-ups. Nobody likes 100 layups, but it will make you better. Treasure Hunt is not even practice. It's not the same game. You might as well go play Diablo 4. Number 2, the offers that you get after. Arena gives you offers after. Treasure Hunt does not. Offers after Arena cater to your account and what you need to progress your kingdoms. Treasure Hunt gives you nothing like that. So that's a thing that you can get from Arena that you can't get anywhere else. You can get verses, you can get pets, you can get writs, you can get deeds, you can get lots of stuff from those offers that you can't get anywhere else. So all you got to do is practice, and then you get a nice reward after. Number 3 is the writs that you get while you're playing the Arena event. Not during like regular days, but like during the event on the weekend, you can get writs for completing a certain amount of arenas. And you cannot get writs or anything unique in Treasure Hunt. It's just gems and keys and whatever. Gold and glory, whatever. All those old resources that they haven't updated Treasure Hunt in a million years. Treasure Hunt is like the oldest game mode in the entire game. At least they tried, and at least they touched Arena, and they tried to update it. They haven't even touched Arena since they put it in. It's so antiquated, and it's not even Gems of War at all. Just don't take offense if you play it. Like, I understand you want to, like, you're relaxing playing some treasure hunt. You don't feel like popping in another game, I guess. But it would be the exact same thing if you did. If you're playing Diablo 4 and playing treasure hunt, the same thing. It's the same exact thing. You're playing a completely different game. So, yeah. The writs while you're playing the arena event. The fact that arena is actually Gems of War and treasure hunt is not. And the offers you get after each arena. You get 3 offers a day after each arena that cater to your account. You saw me get a verse. You saw me get a pet that I needed. You can get that too for your specific account. A pet that you actually need or a verse you actually need, they will offer it to you after you play arena. So go do your push-ups. Go do your 100 layups. Like, quit being lazy. Play some arena. I totally get it, though. We're comparing a turd to a turd, so don't think that I think that arena is something you should do a lot. It's not. I'm just saying I'm comparing arena to treasure hunt right now. And in my opinion, arena is better than treasure hunt because you will become a better player and get things that you specifically need for your account to increase your account. While in treasure hunt, you will not, and you might as well be playing Diablo 4 because you'll get the same results. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel. Comment below. And I'll see you tomorrow for that live stream around 10:15 a.m. Peace.